Yeah. No, I'm super excited for this. It's my first time really playing the game. Like, I did a test run with some friends a while back, but
Yeah.
dude, everybody's like so busy this time around, like Halloween.
Oh, dude. So, like, all right, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I totally forgot that I was like, oh yeah, I do horror on my channel now. I need to do something for Halloween. It was like already October 1st. I was like, what do I do?
Oh, I know. I was just like, I was freaking out. I was like, what should I do? And I was just like, I'm just gonna treat it like any other month. I think that's
Like-
honestly, like, I've done a lot of like collaborations, but for the most part, I'm just doing my once a week or 2 videos a week. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm what they call. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Hello!
What's up, Distant Light?
Nothing much, just chilling. Yourselves?
Oh, doing good. What time is it where you at?
It just hit 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Like 8 p.m.
Okay. All right. So you got the entire night, whole afternoon, hang out with us.
Hell yeah, I got myself a beer in my hand right now. Let's do this.
Yeah, nice.
No, I forgot a pencil.
You need a pencil?
Yeah, hold on.
Here, I got. Here you go. I got you one.
Oh, thanks.
I got
There
you.
you
Man.
Anyone need dice? I got plenty.
Oh, I think you forget. I am the dungeon master of my own thing. My desk is literally covered in just books of D&D and dice, and right now it's just,
I actually forgot that I left mine at my dorm because I'm at home right now, and but I do. I went to a convention over the summer and I left all the stuff I got from there at my house, and part of that was dice. So I actually have. It worked out.
Yeah.
I actually I bought brand new dice. I made a character named Americus, and I bought red, white, and blue dice for him.
Wow. I love
That's
that.
awesome. It's like my addiction is just like buying dice. Like I'll go to the game shop and
My favorite picture will always be the human side of my brain. I don't need any more dice. I got a full bag.
Yeah.
The goblin side of my brain. I need more shinies.
shiny things. All right. Distant Light, you there?
Yeah, I'm just listening because none of this means anything to me.
This is like nerd life.
What a bunch of nerds.
All right.
That's me.
Sweet. So yeah, the game that we'll be playing today is Monsters of the Week. So it's like a tabletop role-playing horror mystery game. Usually comprises of 3 to 5 party members, but 3 is the sweet spot, they say. There are some encounters, but it's mostly going to be narrative-based, and you guys, alongside myself, will craft the story, and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, so you guys have all your character sheets,
More
Yes,
or less.
I don't know what they mean though.
Okay, so basically the character sheets, it's basically like a questionnaire. You fill it all out, but what I'm gonna go through is like all the different stats and basically like skill checks and stuff like that you need. You have your main stats, which is like charm, cool, sharp, tough, and weird. So I'm sure you see that on your character sheet there. Charm is like charisma in D&D. So if you want to like manipulate somebody to try and get information out of them, that's what you'll do. Cool is for act under pressure or to help out. So let's say just to think quickly and be like quick on your feet. Let's say like a projectile gets thrown at you, you can roll an act under pressure dexterity kind of check. Sharp is like if you want to investigate a mystery or read a bad situation, you'll be adding those modifiers. So like each of these stats have modifiers, and then you add those modifiers to these different skill checks, essentially, or these different moves.
Okay.
Yeah, and tough is like strength, so that's for kick some ass, which just basically means to attack, and to protect someone. So if somebody is going to be attacked, you can move into the way and basically protect them, take some of the damage, while also dealing some damage. And weird is for using magic, basically. So if based on what kind of archetype you want, you get to choose. They have a couple different variations based on how you want to optimize your character.
Okay.
Actually, I should mention the luck point meter. So each of you guys get 7 luck points. Let's say you make a bad roll. You can do this for like a skill check, or if you want to avoid harm or not receive any damage, you can spend your luck point when you get a bad roll. You only have 7 of them, and the more and more that you use them, the more that bad things will happen to you. When you completely run out of luck points, when you mess up a roll, I get to do what is called a hard move. So a regular move for me is, let's say the monster comes up to you and swings his arms and readies himself for an attack. What do? That's a regular move. But let's say a hard move is that you don't have time to react, and let's say this monster just instantly attacks and deals damage to you. That's basically the difference between a regular move and a hard move. Yeah, those kind of things. And unlucky things can start happening to you.
So when it says to mark something, that's like checking off one of the boxes on the meters.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So, like when you use the luck point, you fill in one of those blanks, and then you go slowly from okay to doomed on that chart there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, so in your case, because you picked the spooky, like the entity that you've made a pact with, the more that you use your luck points, the more favors or things that you'll have to do for this entity, basically.
I love this already.
Nastier things will happen.
That sounds really epic, actually.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
All of you guys have 7 harm points. So 3, if you go over 3 points of damage, then that's kind of like unstable wounds. Basically, unstable wounds is like over time, if these wounds aren't treated for, then they'll continue to do more and more damage, or there'll be long-term effects if they aren't taken care of right away. Like, let's say somebody gets hit in the head and it's not addressed. There could be like permanent, nerve damage.
Like brain damage.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and then what's interesting is in this game, to get experience points, you actually learn by failing. So let's say you roll a total number of 6 or less, you mark off one of the experience points.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back. Hello.
That was a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Turned into a
information to take in.
robot for a little while, actually.
Oh no,
you just
yeah,
went
you
like,
went with robot.
bloop, bleep, bloop, blop,
It actually dropped me for a hot second.
Oh yeah? So, all of you guys will have a set of moves. You get the basic moves, which is like manipulate someone, act under pressure, help out. So those are the basic ones. Investigate a mystery, you'll basically roll dice. If you get, if you roll 6 or higher, like 6 between 9, you get hold 1. So hold is basically you get 1 clue, but if you roll 9 or plus, you get 2. And that's basically how you find clues. Let's say you're investigating a crime scene, or just picking up on certain things in your environment. Same with like read a bad situation and whatnot. But yeah.
right, I'm back.
All right.
I don't know about them though, but
Good thing you're back, because you're first to go.
All right. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna just basically read out that introduction that I sent you guys a while back. But yeah. The small town known as Bramblewood was just like any other highway pit stop. Its initial timber boom in the early 1970s brought many to the small Albertan town. But time would not be so kind to the people of this community. Some say that the town became cursed after settlers chose to cut through the sacred lands to build the railroad. What they don't know is that something more malicious is taking hold in Bramblewood. Officer Gregory scanned the highway in the distance. This had become a regular occasion now. People go missing in the wilderness all the time, but this was too many in the span of a week, Gregory thought to himself. He slowly pulled into the opening of Elbow Creek, where the familiar scene of red and blue lights flashed in the midnight sky. Another one of the missing locals had been found. Unfortunately, it was too late. "Forensic just got here," said the rookie cop, while passing his lighter to Gregory. "Jesus Christ," the old officer muttered. "He's been ripped apart. Almost none left. Just like the last one." He lit his cigarette and looked into the trees. "Too many patterns, Rook. But you know what's the most worrying one of them all?" The rookie cop looked at Officer Gregory. The attacks, they're getting closer to Bramble. We now open at the Bramblewood Lodge, where 2 individuals are at the front desk and looking to get a room. 2 individuals, a smaller little girl and a sketchier looking person. Do you guys want to describe your characters and introduce yourselves?
Sure. I'll go. My name is Jake. I've got sort of just a larger green kind of overcoat on. Shorter hair, but it's definitely unkept and a little greasy. I look like I haven't slept in possibly 2 days, at least not any consecutive hours.
Yeah.
And obviously, kind of, even if I'm holding a conversation with someone, I'm still looking like towards every corner or shadow in the room.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly kind of a little buggy in terms of like just general movement.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Spirit?
Okay, so I am a little girl, and my name is Mist.
All right.
So, I have decided. So I was kind of looking at the picture that's on my playbook.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna end up being like a little girl with black hair, and I want to have like a flowery dress, not like super fancy, but like a sundress sort of.
Yeah.
And I have a teddy bear in my hand, and I'm hugging it, I guess. And everywhere I look, I don't blink, so I just stare off into the distance a lot.
All right, so you both walk into the Bramblewood Lodge, and there's a woman at the front desk, and she's like, well, hello there, would you guys like a place to stay?
Yeah, just a room for the night, please.
All right, well, that'll cost you, well, it's for you and your daughter. I'd say that's gonna be like $40 for the night.
That's fine.
Susan. All right. We'll get you situated here. Oh yeah. Also, she gives a $10 coupon. She says, like, oh, there's a first beer is off at the Pine Tap House that's across the street. If you'd like, want to have a quick drink and whatnot. Just get yourself settled.
It's something people take to feel better. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So she gets you settled into your room, and you guys have a pretty small room. It's by most standards, it's a pretty small. It's like a 10 or 9 foot by 10 foot, let's say. Really dark. There's only one lamp in the entire place. Yeah, you both just decide, you've been on the road for a while, moving from place to place, and you guys are hoping that you can catch a bit of a break for a while.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a really dark, beautiful, peaceful night. And is there anything you guys want to do before you guys call it a night?
Is there a balcony?
Yes, there. It's actually, there's like a window that kind of leads out, and you guys are pretty much on the main level right now. But yeah, there's like a little patio area. It's nothing fancy, but you can kind of look out. It's a dark, beautiful night, and it's coming close to a full moon. Actually, it's a very historical moment. It's the blood moon, like a solar eclipse that's coming up in 2 days. Actually, so.
Can I walk onto the patio and just stare at the moon?
Yeah.
Nice.
And while she's doing that, I wanna check the entire room, like from ceiling to floor, for anything suspicious, like wires, microphones, bugs. Any.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, anything that any sort of surveillance.
Okay.
Equipment.
Yeah, I would like you to roll investigate a mystery.
I checked
Alright.
nothing.
Let me see.
So you guys are gonna be rolling 2d6 for everything.
Oh, am I also rolling or no?
Not for you quite yet.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm checking nothing. I saw the door and that's the one thing I went to.
Alright, so 2d6. Alright, so both of them were a 4 plus 2, so that's gonna be 6.
6. All right. You've been on the road for a while. Nothing really stands out. It's a pretty empty room. But you kind of like lift up the carpet a little bit on the corners. You check the outlets. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. And I think you guys are. You say it's pretty safe. For Mist, I would like you to roll weird for me.
Okay. Also, can I ask a question real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Are we actually like father and daughter, or was that woman just assuming that
The
because we were
woman
together?
just assumed that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, she just assumed that. You guys are just an unlikely pair, just traveling about.
All right.
I might be a weirdo, but I know when it's appropriate to lie.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10 total.
Okay, sweet. So you feel the energy of the moon. It's lunar power instilling you, and you're gonna get a hold 1. So that's a +1 for any of your rolls. You can hold on to that, or you can give that to another person.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And something happens. So like all the lights just shut off, and it's time in this place. They shut off the lights at a certain time, and then that's when everybody calls it a night. So you both start to slowly drift off. And it's about like 3 in the morning. And you guys hear police sirens just driving down through the town. Something's going on.
I want to instantly bolt up and look out any sort of window I can to see where the sirens are going.
Yeah. So they're pretty much, let's say, heading east. They're going towards like the edge of town, which is not too far from here, considering it is a small town. Let's say it's like a half an hour walk or like 10-minute drive, let's say.
Can I still be asleep?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Do you guys want to investigate, or do you pay no mind?
How many patrol cars go by?
About 3. About
3?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll nudge Mist a little bit and try and wake her up peacefully.
I open my eyes slightly and hold my teddy bear closer. And I'm like, what?
I think there's probably something weird going on, and I kind of want to go check it out. A whole lot of business going down, if you know what I mean.
Why?
Call it morbid curiosity.
I don't know what that means.
It means I think it would be in our best interest to at least see if there's anything that's a little more particular to our line of work going on, or if not, you know what? Just, if you can get ready, I'll see if I can't find a way down there faster. Deal?
Can carry me.
Aw.
Yeah, I can carry you.
I sit up and hold out both my arms.
Okay, I'll give you a piggyback ride.
Nice.
Alright. So you guys are deciding to head out, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, beautiful. It's a typical fall night, a little bit of a breeze, but you slowly make your way down, and you see a bunch of cops, putting on the red tape, or the yellow caution tape, and somebody's been murdered.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun!
The plot thickens.
You see Officer Gregory and the Rook kneeling down and looking down at the victim, and they're just like, you know what? I think this might be it. I think this might be the same guy. Actually, the rookie officer looks up and notices you, Jake, and says, if you guys don't mind stepping back, this is a crime scene. We don't want anything being tampered with.
Oh yeah, sure. What happened here? Was there an accident, or?
Looks like we got another attack. Guy's pretty mangled up.
An attack? Like a bear or something?
It seems to be like it. We've had a lot of these in the last week or so. this would be like our third victim that we found like this. Yeah.
That's pretty uncommon for a bear.
Yeah. And Officer Gregory's like, yeah, hey man. He goes up to the rookie officer and he's like, I gotta go back, meet up a forensic. Can I trust you to take care of this one? And the rookie officer's like, yeah, no, I got you, boss. And Officer Gregory calls it a night or heads back with forensics. And in the meantime, then, you're stuck with Officer Jacob, the rookie officer. He's a bit disturbed and trying to make a connection. Do you guys want to investigate a mystery?
I definitely do. Anything I can
Cool.
glean.
Yeah, sweet. Let's say investigate a mystery. Just roll 2d6 for that.
2d6. And do you add both the d6s and the modifier as well?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure.
Can I poke my head out and ask the officer?
Was it my teddy?
No, sweetheart. This is a much bigger bear. We're thinking. What did you get, Jake?
I got a 7.
Got a 7. Okay, so you get 1 hold. Yeah, you can ask what happened here. What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? Or what is being concealed here?
Okay.
You're asking the keeper, so the keeper has to answer honestly to these questions. So he'll reveal the answers to you, whether it's through a character or just through myself.
Okay.
Ask if you can write it.
If I can write it?
Oh, I want to know that too.
It's the most important question.
I know, right?
Why hunt the monsters when you can just use them as mounts in your next raid? Alright, cool. I want to know what's being concealed here.
Okay, so you notice that these marks, these wound marks, they first come across as being bites from a wild animal, but these are much more calculated. These bites have aimed for particular vulnerable spots, like the arteries and
So, like, the neck and the joints.
This was a calculated attack. Like, something that perpetrated this attack knew exactly what it was doing. And you also notice the victim is holding a chain, like, necklace in his hand that's been kind of broken off.
Spooky.
And basically, Officer Jacob's like, yeah, I'm thinking it's another bear attack, it's weird because we've been tagging, like, our ranger's been tagging all of the bears, and, at this time, they're already getting ready to hibernate, So it's just a little unusual.
Do you have any sort of other predatory animals? I mean, from the looks of it, whatever this was something that's trying to kill fast. I mean, the throat's a little targeted, if you can call it that.
Well, like, it's true that, like, this thing is rather intelligent. It seems like it's learning with every victim that it consumes or attacks. But call me crazy, but, like, it's like, people have been talking about these, like, rakes and, like, Wendigos and stuff like that. Like, I know it's all fiction and stuff, but, like, kind of makes you think, like, whether that stuff is real or not. You know what I'm saying?
I just have, like, the most, like, unfazed look whenever he says all these things.
It's a very weird bear.
Yeah.
So weird bear indeed.
Yeah. So the police officer is like, I'm gonna get back to work. He walks off, and there's only, like, one other officer that's investigating the crime scene, like, documenting everything. This is kind of your opportunity to take a closer look.
I definitely want to check out that chain necklace if I can.
So you see the chain necklace. It kind of looks like, kind of similar to, like, an old military dog tag. And what you also notice is this person has his wallet has fallen out of his jacket, and there's ID and everything. And this person's name is Clinton Weber. I would also like you guys to roll one more investigate a mystery.
Okay. I got a whopping 5.
5. All right. How about you, Miss? Did you get anything?
I got a 7.
All right. Sweet. So you notice there's a receipt in this wallet, and sure enough, it's a receipt from the local pub, the Pine Tap House, actually, and it's a receipt from the night before.
Can I point to it and be like,
That's the place with the beer.
So it is. Can I take that while no one's looking? That receipt?
Yeah, for sure. You guys can also like write down everything, all of your clues and stuff like that. Just to make it's a good idea to keep notes of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then so the officer's like, yeah, it seems like.
Oh shit, he was there behind me the whole time.
Yeah, no, he was just
I
like,
was gonna say, why am I allowed
excuse
to
me
be
there.
here?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing here? Like, I think you should both leave.
Can I just stare at him?
I'll pick her up while she's staring and be like, yeah, sorry, my daughter sleeps walk. Yeah, she sleeps walk. You know.
You guys aren't from around here, are you?
No, we're just passing through.
Oh well,
I'm taking her to see her aunt.
I'm normally
from
saying enjoy your
nowhere.
stay, but yeah, sorry. This is not quite the introduction us folks usually like to give to new people in town. But you guys need a ride back to the hotel or the lodge where you guys are staying at?
No thanks. I got it from here. We're not far.
Ah, all right. Well, take it easy and be safe out there. You know.
You too. Thanks.
All right. Yeah. You both. You leave the crime scene and start to make your way back, and it's really early in the morning now. You guys got a decent amount of sleep, but yeah, the sun is like close to rising now. It's like 6 in the morning now. You both are getting kind of hungry.
I guess after sitting around a little longer, I'll just turn to mist. So you feeling like breakfast or?
Yes, I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah, me too. Although it seems like the closest place is probably going to be a little tied to our unfortunate friend last night.
Are we going to get beer?
Well, no, it's morning, and I don't drink in the morning anymore. So let's just start with eggs. How about that?
Fine.
So you both have decided to go to the Pine Tap House?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said it was closest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Will they be open for breakfast?
Yeah, they're open for breakfast. This is like a wood logging town. A lot of people are always up and early, so this place seems to almost never close. Like they have that 1 hour changeover, but for the most part, it's a well-oiled engine. It's been running for a while, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Morning people. The exact opposite of me.
Same.
Yeah, we're all creatures of the night. Like,
Yes.
like that's when we get our shit done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you both walk into the Pine Tap House. It's an older building. It's kind of got that wood log cabin kind of feel to it, and instantly the smell of booze and bacon hits the air. And there's a woman who comes up to you guys, and she's like, "Oh, well, can I fix you something to eat or something to drink? Some coffee or
I'll have a coffee and
bacon
some bacon and eggs."
Bacon
Yeah.
and eggs, yeah, same for the little one here.
I want pancakes.
And she'll have the
Alright.
pancakes.
Well, we got blueberries, is that right?
Yes, I want pancakes.
Okay. So you both decide to sit down in this little booth, and across from you is like the edge of the bar. This bar is like kind of like an L-shaped bar, and there's one individual who seems like he's been there the entire night. He's kind of like halfway from falling asleep, or maybe he's just way too drunk. Distant Light, do you want to introduce your character?
Why, of course. So I've been thinking, what type of voice should I have? Should I have like a like a deep, tough voice, or should I have a goofball voice?
It's honestly up to you. Like, you could have that rough and graggly voice, but he's like a total goofball.
We could do that. Let's start with that. My name is Reginald Buxley.
I love him already.
Reginald Buxley. I like that.
I just imagine like this like big gruff dude. He's like, I'm Reginald, and he just pulls up on a bike and does the little
But it's not like a motorcycle. It's like a
No, yeah, it's just a bike with a little bike bell that he just rings.
Yes.
Yeah, I have this, this little bell that I'm like, ding, 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 get out of the way!
Come with me if you want to live. Ring, ring.
Come with me if you want to live.
Wow. Iconic.
Yeah, so
Right, let's do this. So I'm a thin, tough-looking older man with the tired and weary eyes, but a hard face. Medium to borderline long, greasy white, unkept hair, with white patches of stubble badly kept across his face. So you can kind of get the picture of what type of a loser he is, really.
Wow.
So, and then also, he is wearing a garb. Because he used to be an ex-priest. So he's wearing his tattered priest clothes. I have in brackets here, just says looks like a hobo priest. So just imagine that.
Nice.
I've seen
I'm
far
loving
too many
this.
of those on the bus, actually. Yeah, no, like legit though. Like, you see this disgruntled-looking man that he's just heaving, he's just sweating. You know, he's been there drinking all night, and it doesn't seem like he's planning on stopping. But he locks eyes with Jake.
No, I haven't had my eye on him since I got in with that description.
Well, first of all, I just look over and I'm just like, is that guy looking at me, or is he looking somewhere else? Because I can't really tell properly. So what I do is, you know what? I'm not that type of guy, so I'm gonna take a big swig of whatever glass of whiskey, bourbon I have on the thing. I'm gonna stumble out of my chair. I'm gonna come over there and confront that man, if he's looking at me or not. So I wander over there.
Good
And
morning.
I go, hey, you.
Hey.
Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Because
not,
if you are,
not in general, but
I
you know.
don't. Okay, that's fine then. Okay.
Can I like look at him and be like,
You look like you haven't slept in ages.
Well, you look like a creepy little girl, so keep out of my business.
Because I am a creepy little girl.
Yeah, this is the moment where me and her just like lock eyes in this like, what the fuck moment.
I'm staring right at you. I don't blink.
Lucy Campbell, which is the server, she steps in between and says, like, is this gentleman bothering you?
Yes.
Sir, I think you've had enough. I think
You've had
I
enough.
think it's time for you to go. Yeah.
I think it's time for you to go.
Before he goes, let's get a coffee. I don't think he's going to walk very far on
Yeah.
what he's been subsisting on.
Yeah, so you got your... She's like, I'll just sit him outside. He does this all the time. Let's just give him some time to cool off, and then he'll be alright. And then I'll send him on his merry way.
So basically, I'm like absolutely drunk as hell this time. So she kind of just like taps me, and I'm kind of just moving where she wants me to go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Takes you outside, like there's a little patio out there, and gets you a cup of coffee in a plastic cup. And just lets you sit down there for a bit. And she comes back to give you guys your food.
Pancakes.
Yes, well, sorry about that. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you need some more coffee, feel free to let me know.
Thank you. I think we'll finish up here and I'll let you know if we need it.
Yeah. I would like you to read a bad situation. Can you roll? Yeah, so that's plus sharp.
Yeah.
Wait, both of us?
Oh.
Okay.
I
Hey.
didn't roll very high either.
Yeah, you know how I got a 5 last time? Guess what happened again?
What? Snake eyes? I'm just kidding.
No, 5 again.
All right.
I also got a 5.
All right then. Okay, so you guys just go about your morning, but you notice that there is one individual. You don't know what his intentions are. You don't really get a good read on the guy, but an older, like a middle-aged guy, skinny, white. He's got greasy shoulder-length hair and wearing a plaid shirt and jeans. He's kind of just like eyeing you guys while he like sips his morning coffee, and you don't take notice of him for a while, but after like just having your breakfast, it's starting to get a bit unnerving now.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of continue eating breakfast and like watching him, but I'm gonna put a hand in my pocket on one of my weapons.
Yeah. All right.
I just eat my pancakes and I don't care.
For Reginald, as you're outside, you're starting to sober up a bit.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, you're not quite
Coffee's great.
not quite sober up, but you're starting to get some semblance of like your conscience back, and it's less. Your vision is less shaky and faded out. And you step up and you look at the wall that's outside of the pub, and you see the whole array of missing persons posters. And you've noticed, like, during your time here, like, in the last 10 years, it's just seemed to, like, really pile up. More and more people just seem to have gone missing. I would like you to roll Investigate a Mystery.
Cool. So, I don't actually have dice, but I have an app on my phone that I can roll. Is that okay?
Yeah, so yeah, 2d6, yeah.
Right, there we go. And I got a 7.
Sweet, and you're adding your sharp modifier, right?
I have -1 sharp, so...
Oof.
So you rolled a 6. You rolled a 6. Okay, a 6. Not the greatest, but you...
Well, what can you expect of a drunken old
He's
fool?
very drunk. He is the most drunk right now.
I've achieved a new level of drunk.
I look at the missing posters and I'm just like, I wish I could read these.
You notice, like, there's, like, a new posting, actually. There's one that kind of stands out, and it's a bounty poster. $500 for anybody that can provide information. There was a couple witness accounts about 2 gentlemen abducting somebody and taking them in their red pickup truck. Yeah, unfortunately, the license plate wasn't recorded, but they are offering a decent amount of money for any sort of information.
Okay. So, I want that money, of course, because,
Yeah, you want to keep drinking.
Figured.
Yeah, of course.
I want that top
But
shelf stuff now.
Yeah, exactly. But I also know that there's no way in hell I'm doing this on my own.
Yeah.
To do this bounty thing.
Yeah.
So what I think I would do was I would grab the thing off the wall and then go into the bar because, I'm used to going there and I know there's a decent amount of people there, and I would probably shout out the loudest drunken possible saying, I'm going after this bounty. Does someone want to help me?
Wow. Iconic.
Yeah, of course. And all it needs is the flappy doors at the front, like the old Wild West doors.
This is honestly just a revamp of a D&D everybody meets at the tavern thing.
I know, right?
Quite literally, actually.
Every quest giver is in their own dark corner somehow in this like square building. It has like 8 corners. Well, when you said Batwing Door, though, I'm thinking more like Old West. I'm just like, oh no, here it comes, the shootout.
Wow, wow.
Perfect.
I played enough Red Dead to know where this is going. I'll kind of like motion him over a little bit to Reginald. I kind of want to.
You're gonna have to motion a bit more because I'm still kind of like
You can't be subtle.
Yeah, you can just have to you point at me and just get over here, you dumb idiot.
I'll buy you another coffee if you come over here.
Very well. I see you motioning, and I kind of just stumble over, and I just stand there looking really awkwardly, and I'm saying, do you guys want to join me on this bounty or what?
Maybe. Can you tell me a bit more about it?
I bang slap it on the table for you, and then I kind of just stand there awkwardly saying nothing.
My teddy says you're weird.
Well, my teddy says I'm not, so it's fine.
And my instincts say you're both weird. All right, now let's discuss this a little more, and hopefully a little quieter. I'm gonna look over the sheet and kind of get the same information.
You guys kind of like hear a bit of chit chatter among some of the locals there, thinking, they're like, you know what, these recent murders, I think, with all those disappearances and stuff, I think there's got to be like some sort of connection behind it, And then another guy's like, nah, but it's like they're saying it's like a wild animal or something like that. So it's like, and the guy's like, yeah, well, we live in the fucking woods, man. Like people like just disappear and stuff like that. It's got to be like some wild like mountain lion or something like that, Hey, did you guys read that in the newspaper about that guy who like punched that mountain lion and killed it in one punch? It's like, nah, man. Like,
My hero.
It was me.
And then Lucy, like, she comes back to the table and she's like, is everything doing all right here? And she's like, she notices you guys have the bounty sheet on the table, and she's like, are you guys bounty hunters? Is that what you guys do?
I am the best bounty hunter.
No, we're just curious. We sort of went out for a walk last night, and we kind of stumbled across a crime scene. There was a gentleman, and I kind of wanted to describe, the guy with, from what I could tell, beneath all the blood and gore, and just kind of describe that, like basically what he looked like.
Yeah. Oh, that's Clinton. Yeah.
Did you know him?
Yeah, I spoke with an officer about it earlier before you guys got here. Yeah, he was here last night. He's a bit of a troublemaker, I'm not gonna lie. He's definitely made some of the girls here very uncomfortable. And there was this one guy who looked like he was wearing like a biker vest or something like that. And he pulled him outside and I guess decided to straighten him up, but I honestly thought that he just got a good beating and that was it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I would definitely go from is a troublemaker to was a troublemaker. He's, what's the best word to put it? Yeah, he's fucking dead.
Yeah. I mean,
I cover my ears.
It seems like I don't think anybody's gonna miss him anyways, but if you want to get more information, I'd say you talk to his friend Sammy. Then you realize it was the guy who was staring at you, very giving you the weird look earlier.
Oh no.
Does he also make girls uncomfortable?
I don't see this guy that often. He's a logger. He's here every now and then, but yeah, I mean, I've seen him have I'm sure he's done business with Clinton and stuff like that. Probably knows him on a more professional business level, but yeah.
He makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll have a talk and see if, maybe he knew this biker that
All right.
last interacted with him.
So at this point, I have fallen asleep standing up. So I'm kind of I haven't listened to anything that just happened. I'm just
Wow.
I
kind of want to poke him in the chest a little bit, not to push him over, but just to wake him up.
I told you, no sleep.
so you poke me to wake me up.
Yeah, just a little hey,
This is the beavers stole my eyes. What the? Oh, hi guys. What were we doing again?
There are no beavers here.
We're going to have a conversation with a guy named Sammy.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Just on board.
Your enthusiasm intrigues me, but it also frightens me.
Yeah, the guy's he's like a typical lumberjack, It's a bit on the skinnier side, but he does have his axe on his side. It's all wrapped up in his leather casing and whatnot. He's just having some Baileys and coffee before he heads off for the day. And he seems like he was just about to be on his way out, and he's just like, can I help you there?
Yeah, we were told you might have known a guy named Clinton.
I didn't. Not really. I mean, Yeah, I've done business with him, but like
out with it, man. You know more than this.
I've sold some timber to him and stuff like that. We've had a couple drinks here and there, but I wouldn't say he's really like a friend per se.
Believe me, I know when a man has had a drink with another man that they're more than friends. You've told him something. He's told you something. Now tell it. Out with it, man.
I'm gonna put my hand on his chest. Yeah.
Not very good
look.
at interrogation.
I'm the best at interrogation.
Yeah.
The main sort of thing is that you did know Mr. Clinton, and I would like to know a little more about your relationship and the last time you spoke with him. That's really all we want to know.
I was supposed to meet up with him last night, and he never showed up. Actually, yeah, we were supposed to meet up, and he just didn't show up.
Meet up here for drinks? About what time?
I was assuming he was probably stuck here. He got stuck here, but I was home. Yeah.
So
He had an order that he had to pick up, but yeah.
about what time were you guys supposed to meet up?
Around let's say about midnight. That's when I usually come down from the mountains and with all my timber and stuff like that. You know.
It's awfully late to be doing some timber work.
But yeah, no, I live on the outskirts of town, basically. So, that's just part of what it is.
Did you look for him?
I just assumed he got really, really drunk. For you, Jake, I'd like you to make a roll for Suspicious Mind.
Okay. And that's plus sharp?
Yeah, let's say we'll make it a sharp.
Alright, then it'd be 10.
10. Okay, this guy is definitely a bit sketched out. Maybe it's because he just, he's not trusting of new people, but you can definitely tell he's definitely hiding the truth. It's like a half lie. There's a half lie in there.
Can I glean about maybe which part?
Yeah, sure. About saying that they were supposed to meet up and he just never showed up and didn't bother looking for him.
If I was making a reservation with a friend and they just never showed up, I would at least try and make some sort of effort to see what the holdup is and make sure that they're all right. So.
Well, look, he's dead now, and it don't look good for me if I say that, like if I'm lined up in the time where I was supposed to meet him and he didn't show up, but I honestly didn't know where he went, and I don't want to make it look bad on me.
Look. Let me just put it to you this way.
Cops.
Yeah, we're not cops. We're just curious individuals, and as someone who saw what happened to him in the end, I just want to make sure that doesn't happen to me or my friends here. So you understand that in some small way we have a bit of a stake in this and keeping our own heads attached. So if you do know anything, I would be very happy if you shared it with us. And again, nothing you say leaves this place between us, even with the presence of cops. I promise you.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I'll see you around, but I gotta get going to work, to be honest with you, man. Like, I've told you all, you need to know I wasn't hanging out with Clinton last night. That's all you need to know.
Well, you didn't hang out with him, but that doesn't mean you didn't try to contact him. But I won't hold you up any longer.
Yeah. So, decides to, slowly make his way out and just head off to work.
As he passed by, I'm just gonna, hard stare him down until he's out of sight.
Yeah.
Goddamn, I wanted to punch him so badly.
Yeah.
How outrageous can we go with this? Can I just, say, this isn't get us anywhere, just punch the dude in the stomach?
But what you... So now,
I'm a sneaky boy, that's all on you.
What you basically deducted was, that Clinton and Sammy were more than just professional, acquaintances. from the information
Yeah.
that you gathered, talking to Lucy, she's confirmed that they hang out and and that they actually are decent. They're like pretty close friends.
Gotcha. So he was definitely lying about their just being a business level relationship.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't trust him.
I don't either.
I don't either.
He said said he'd put him into a bad place if he were to discuss the timeline. So I don't know if he's our apex predator, but he's definitely hiding something.
And Lucy is just like, yeah, you guys good? Like, you need some more coffee or?
I'll take a whiskey.
I think I'll be fine on my own.
I think you've had enough, Mr. Reginald. I think you're good for the day.
I was gonna reply, but in mid-reply, I just kind of just...
Yeah, you know I'm
Cool.
right. You
Felt-
know I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? This time, I'm actually just going to say no, and then I kind of just wander off.
Yeah. You guys saddle up, and then on your way out, you notice there's another individual who's kind of standing out by the door. He's like a bit more chubby, stocky, wearing a leather jacket, cowboy hat. He's looking at you both, or the three of you, and he's just like, so you're looking to get that bounty, aren't you?
Yeah.
Possible.
None of your business, fat boy.
All three different answers, beautiful. All at the same time.
Well, what do you say? I give you some information, and then if you guys win that pot, I will take my piece. What do you say, guys?
About how much are you looking to take?
Well, the pot's what, like $500?
Give or take?
Yeah, let's say 75 to 100.
75 to 100.
No,
Right, this is the-
75 to 100. Let's say
75 to 100. Screw that. Guys, we can do this on our own. We don't need this fucking guy coming
How
in
about-
and in our
I'm gonna stop Reginald. How about $50 for what you know, right now?
All right, I'll tell you. And he puts his hand out, and he wants the cash now.
All right, I'll take $50 out,
Yeah.
and I'll kind of like almost put it in his hand, but I take back last second.
Yeah.
But if your information isn't worth anything, then I won't give you any more. Should we claim that bounty? Understand?
All right. Okay.
All right. And then I'll place the money in his hand.
$1 is a lot to me.
The man who dragged out Clint last night goes by the name of Andrew.
Okay.
Andrew Smith.
Andrew.
I'd say if you want answers, you best go to his place. And he gives you, he writes down his address and stuff like that.
Okay. So
Yeah, they were having an altercation last night, and they had a bit of a scuffle outside, and they both went into the truck and just drove off.
into the truck, like
Into his
the
truck,
bikers?
yeah. Well, yeah.
What kind of truck?
It was a green pickup truck, I think. Yeah. Yeah,
Green or red?
it was a green pickup truck, yeah. Yeah, but that's pretty much all I know about. I want one word of advice to you, though. Yeah, Andrew's a bit rough around the edges, just like a lot of people in this town. He's a retired private investigator. I say if you need information, he's your best bet.
It seems like it.
Don't worry, I can handle him.
Me
All right,
too.
then. Well, best of luck. Hopefully you guys catch the ones who did it.
We'll see what we can do. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And slowly just makes his way down the town, probably to another pub or another another bar down the street, possibly.
Everybody drinks so much in this town.
Everybody drinks. It's a work hard, play hard kind of place. There's not really a whole lot to do in this town. It's literally
Besides
just
drink.
yeah. It's a place where ongoing travelers stop for one night and they go on their way. That's literally
Nice.
Yeah. So you guys have some new information. You've got an address for Andrew Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we Google Map this?
The greatest magic of all,
Yeah.
the internet.
Yeah. So you guys can like look it up on Google Maps. It's a bit of a ways though. Like
Wow.
yeah, it's about like a half an hour drive.
Don't worry, I got transport.
All right, cool. I guess we'll hitch a ride over there and ask Andrew a few questions.
Great, I'll go get my vehicle.
All right.
Hurry, go on.
I'm
So,
sorry that the spirit told me that there was a basket. And
Oh
I
yeah,
call it.
the most beautiful basket you'll ever see.
Well, hold on. What do you mean a basket?
There's a basket.
Don't worry, I've got this. I've got this.
I am worrying. I'm worrying a lot. You guys are like speaking code languages right now.
Don't worry.
Information I received.
I got this. I got this, and I'll go get it now. So I like kind of walk around the corner to go get my vehicle, and all you hear is a ding ding, and then I come around the corner again on my bicycle. Hop on, guys, let's go!
The spirits never lie.
I think the spirits should probably start finding some more useful people to hitch rides with.
Hey, I'll find my time, don't you worry.
Can you get a DUI in this town for driving on a bicycle?
Hey, you want a cycle? I can sit on the back. But I have strong legs.
I'm gonna climb into the basket with my teddy
I'm-
bear.
I'm gonna like sit on the back spokes, or stand on the back spokes, I should say.
Wow, this is safe.
I can barely hold up the bicycle this moment, so I'm kind of trying to push it forward to get momentum so I can get onto it, so I can start cycling forward.
Like a scooter, I'm gonna help push off from the back.
Exactly, and then there's that shaky moment you're like I'm like, oh god, we're going, and then it wasn't a shaky moment, and we're off down the street.
Okay, for you, Reginald, I'm gonna need you to roll a tough. So basically, roll 2d6 plus your tough modifier.
Okay. So I got a 3, and my tough is +1, so I got a 4.
Yeah, you're exhausted. You try to like pedal, and it's like, and even in like you try to change the gears to make it like to make the pedal easier, and it's still really really difficult for you. And your coordination is just not the best. You probably shouldn't be riding this bike like after drinking all day. And yeah, so it takes you guys a while to get there. It takes you like double the time. It takes you 40 minutes to get there.
On the bright side, it probably sobers me up because of all the
you-
work I'm
now
doing.
you've sweated everything out now.
Why did we not just exchange drivers? Why did we let this happen for 40 minutes?
I just don't trust people behind me.
And I am a child.
Especially drunken old priests, eh?
Wow.
Alright, so you guys make your way to Andrew's house. It's a really nice, it's a decent house, it's a little bit disheveled, but for the most part, it's, it does its thing. And you see a motorcycle out front, like a Harley Davidson, and
We should
gates open. Yeah.
I can't afford a motorcycle. You crazy?
Do motorcycles have a basket?
They could do.
Yeah.
Mine
This
would.
one's just a two-seater one. It's got like the attachment in the back for two people, but yeah.
No sidecar though.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that too.
No.
That would be mine.
Yeah, so you guys want to go up to the door?
Before we enter the house, can we take a quick break so I can go pee?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Nice.
You've been drinking a lot in real life too, haven't you?
Beer was a
I'm gonna
bad
grab
choice.
Yeah, I'll go and grab me a water.
Intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Be right back then.
Alright, cool. My English friend is like, when it rains, what we English people do is just pretend that it's not even there.
Yeah. And then when we have that one day of summer where it's really hot, everyone just comes out of everywhere,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just like,
Just
everyone to the beach
Yeah,
now!
yeah,
Right, I'm back. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, cheerio.
I will say this. I
Also, hi, I'm back. I know I texted this about like 20 minutes ago, but I dropped all of my dice onto the ground, and then I was just picking them up, and halfway through picking them up, I dropped them again, and they all fell to the ground
Oh,
again.
that's the worst.
hey, it's not
My
a
mom
dice
was
rolling
like,
game.
"What?" It's fine. Everything's
Yeah.
fine.
It's like when I clean my room. Like sometimes I'll find like like a D4 or whatever. Like just
I love that.
yeah.
I love that aesthetic.
Everybody's all
Let's do this.
hydrated and
I do have to ask. So, like, you have a program for catching the audio of this, right?
yeah, I'm using OBS.
Okay, just checking because I think my recording app has been going this whole time.
Oh, yours is okay. Cool, sweet.
I probably got the. Well, I mean, it probably just catches me, but like I couldn't remember if like we were all recording ourselves or not.
Yeah, no,
it
that's
probably
fine.
caught the giant dice crash on my side. So there
And
we
I see.
go.
You should use that as a sound effect for some of your stories.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, I've got my.
And then
OBS.
gravity took effect.
I'm collecting everybody's audio, so
Okay,
no
cool.
need to worry about that. Back into the story. You guys are back at Andrew's at his crib, and Mist, you notice something when you look at this Harley Davidson. You see a foggy sort of figure. It seems like a woman, and she's sitting in the second seat of the Harley, and she looks at you and acknowledges your presence, and she gets up and just floats back into the house.
Can I wave? Can I wave at her when she looks at me?
Yeah, she waves back and smiles.
Aw. Okay. I probably won't say anything. I'm just gonna be waving at nothing.
Yeah, you're just gonna wave, and Jake and Reginald are just like, oh, she's just doing her thing again.
I imagine I'd be
no,
kind of
no,
used
just
to, kind of used to
Just like,
shenanigans.
yeah, I kind of lean into Jake and go like, "What's with the weird girl?"
She just does that. I don't know. She's just weird.
I've explained none of this.
Yeah. I imagine at this point it's just like, yeah, she waves. Don't know why.
Then whoa, jeez, what happened to my voice there? I'll be like, yeah, okay, fine, that's fair enough. And then I kind of just like don't care anymore.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys walk up to the door and listen. It's like not picking up any sort of movement in the house, but you'll only be able to find out if you knock. So who's gonna do the knocking?
I'll go.
All right. So knock on the door. Takes about like a minute or two, and a gentleman who's like in his 40s, kind of like light blonde hair. It's going silver now. Disheveled, bit of like facial hair. He's somewhat unkempt. Kind of looks like a person who's gone through like a midlife crisis. You know.
I see.
Ooh.
Yeah, he opens the door and he's like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind about your whereabouts last night. If you'd have a few minutes to spare, this won't take long.
You were the cops?
Private investigators.
I used to be a private investigator myself.
Oh, then you shouldn't have any trouble helping us out then.
Of course. Yeah, anything I can do to be of help.
Oh, then maybe we come in.
Absolutely. Yeah, please. So he opens up. There's the sofa, and the spirit, that floating spirit that Mist can only see, is sitting there. And
I'm just gonna stare at it.
yeah, you walk into the house and you see a photo, like a family photo of Andrew and his wife, you presume. But it's kind of rested on the table. Like it's almost like he picks it up every night and looks at it. And yeah.
Oh, is it the spirit that I see?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna point at it. I'm gonna point at it and be like,
Look, it's the girl.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, sure it is. While I'll sit next to you and kind of just match your eyes to where it's going, and then me and you are just intently staring in this corner while Jake does all the talking.
nice.
And Andrew's like, "Oh, honey, I really wish it was her. I really do." Yeah.
It's the girl.
Yeah. Can we not talk about that? I'm like, if you guys need something, I'm more willing to help. But
let's get down to business. So last night there was an incident involving a gentleman named Clinton, and I was told that you had a bit of an altercation with him a few moments before his disappearance.
yeah.
Can I ask what moments you had leading up to and after your departure from him? What was the last
What
few
was I doing
things?
that day? Yeah. So I'm a mechanic. I was working in the shop, and I was just having a couple drinks after work, and I know this guy, this Clinton guy. He's always trouble. He's always making the women feel uncomfortable, and just everybody. He's a weird guy. And he was just feeling up on the servers a bit too much, and I had to straighten him out.
So he's known locally as a, I turned to Miss real fast, cover your ears, as an asshole, is what you'd say.
Yeah,
Naughty word.
I did say cover your ears.
Yeah, no, he's on what you would call a list. I'll say that.
Gotcha. This list, is this an actual thing or just a
Yeah, no, he's
personal list?
He is registered. So yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, but
Registered for what?
he's an offender. He hasn't been charged for anything in the last 6 years, but still doesn't mean that he's hasn't given up his old games.
He's got a history,
Yeah.
is the best way to put it.
Yeah. I get tired of the, like I'm always one who looks out for the little guys. So, but I took him out. He wanted to go for a ride for a bit in his car straight, and I wanted to straighten things out with him and give him a final warning. But we drove off into the woods for a bit, and I just talked some sense into the guy, and I told him if he were to keep this shit up, like, something's gonna happen to him.
Now, that doesn't really match up to what we've been told so far. We told there was an altercation before he was in your truck, so did you at least exchange any blows before then?
There was a little bit of tussling. Yeah, there was.
I wouldn't imagine someone's too happy to be called out on their shtick, so I'd imagine that you would put up a bit more of a fight before just wanting to go for a ride with you.
Yeah. I knocked some sense into the guy. I won't lie. I beat him up pretty bad. I did, and he was obviously he was not in any condition to drive either. So I drove him home in his truck.
So you drove out to the woods in your truck,
No,
but then drove home in your truck.
I don't own a vehicle. I just ride my bike. I'm a mechanic. I'm the local mechanic. Everybody always comes to me when they have issues with their cars and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay, well, so far your story's not adding up. You told me he got into your truck, and you went for a ride to the woods.
No, it's his truck. I did some work on it the week before. I did a paint job on it actually. It was I painted it green. Yeah,
What color was it beforehand?
it was red.
Oh, I knew it.
Okay. So, Mr. Andrew, are you lying to me?
No.
Okay.
I want you to roll sharp.
6, 7, 8.
8. He's telling the truth about the car.
Okay, so he did work on it, paint it.
He did paint. Did do some paint and work on it. Yeah.
There was something sus about the red pickup truck.
Yeah, that was the vehicle that people said they saw someone being forced into.
Red! Did I?
Wait, yours? Yeah. I'm well aware about that. I just straightened him out, took him into the woods, had some straight talking. Because I had some thoughts that maybe he might be the guy, and just as I was going to file a report, and next thing you know, he's dead.
So let me just replay back the events as you told me, and you let me know if this sounds right when I finish. You worked for the day, came to the bar to enjoy a relaxing evening of food and drink, saw Mr. Clinton acting inappropriately with some of the servers.
Yeah.
Didn't take too kindly to it. Took him outside and proceeded to have an altercation physically.
Mm-hmm.
Then you took his vehicle, which you have worked on previously.
Mm-hmm.
You took him to the woods and had a talk to him, and then drove him home, and that was the last time you saw him.
Yeah.
Now, what condition was he in once you dropped him off, including your physical altercation?
He had a swollen eye. He was bleeding quite a bit. On his forehead. Listen, my wife went missing 3 years ago.
Do you accuse Mr. Clinton of that?
What I do think is, I think he may have been behind it. I actually spoke with a cop earlier today and wanted to file a report, but yeah, I have my alibi written down and everything too. So
Can I go sit by the woman she's on the couch, right?
yeah.
Okay, I want to go sit beside her.
Mhm. She doesn't really speak, but you can sort of tell and feel that she's a bit saddened by the condition that her husband is in.
Yeah.
He just seems really upset and distraught about everything. But and she obviously tries to make an attempt to let him know that she's there, but he so far hasn't taken any sort of heed or notice. And as you are sitting in the company of this lovely spirit, Andrew is like, is there anything else? Have I answered all your questions?
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
All right.
And basically, I'm kind of just buying a little more time here.
Yeah, I want to whisper to the spirit while he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be like,
Do you have anything to say? Can you talk to me?
I'm kind of asleep again
Yeah.
at this moment.
Yeah.
okay,
As well.
you're useless. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just slumped back in the couch and I'm just asleep. So
Oh no, he's mundane.
It's very broken, what she's saying to you, but what you can pick up is she says, there's someone else.
Someone else? Where? What does that mean?
She doesn't proceed to say anything else. she just tries to motion and communicate, but her link to the spiritual world in this realm is kind of slowly disintegrating. She's trying to stay here as long as she can, but she kind of is at that point where she can't even communicate much.
You seem very sad.
She is very sad. And now Andrew is just like, you guys, I think you guys need to leave.
Just one more thing, if you don't mind. I just would like to ask, do you know a Sammy, by chance, a local lumberjack and friend of Mr. Clinton? Do you have any relationship with him?
I mean, I know that he's an acquaintance, but I personally don't know him, actually.
Okay. Just wondering, he said he also works up in the woods to pretty late in the night, and I kind of found that suspicious, so...
Yeah, I work in a shop, so
I understand, but I figured as a local you might, at least know at least a little bit about him, something.
Yeah, he's just the kind of guy who just does his job, gets really shit-faced, and rinse and repeat, just like all the rest of the shit in this town.
Was he at the bar last night, whenever you and Mr. Clinton had your altercation?
I didn't see him. No, I didn't, actually. No.
Okay.
No.
Can you tell me maybe the last time you did see him, if you recall any recent interactions?
I'd say about, maybe a week ago, I'd say. Yeah.
At the bar, or?
Yeah, at the bar, I think. Yeah, it was at the bar. It's probably, on his way to work or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't believe I have anything else to ask. Thank you for your time. Should I have anything more, I'll see if I can
and
find
then he
you.
gives his bit, his card, and just feel free to call me if you have any other questions, or...
I'll take it and pocket his card.
Alright, you guys have a blessed day. Alright.
Before we leave, I just want to, look at him, just stare at him until he, notices me doing it, and I just want to say,
She says there's someone else.
You can see, the slight reaction, that, slight flash of, anger that, is in his eyes, but he tries to keep a straight face. You sense, a flash of aura, in a sense, but, he returns to, calm demeanor very quickly, almost instantly, and he's just like, how did you guys get up here?
We biked.
You guys took a bike?
Yes, I rode in the basket.
We have everything we need. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go, everyone.
Don't forget to kick me awake. Don't forget to kick me awake.
Oh yeah, and then Reginald is just what? Are you passed out on the couch, or?
I'm lying back on the couch, it's like...
Alright. Okay, so yeah.
the spirit gives you, a side-eye.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys head out of Andrew's house. As you're walking out, you see a police car that's driving by. And it's Officer Gregory, the older policeman, the old chief. And he's like, oh, you're the new folk around here. Oh, hey, Reg.
Hey, Chief!
You guys need a ride?
Now, don't worry about it. We got our bike.
Oh, come on. Just put it up on the top of the rack there. I'll take you into town.
I'll leave it up to these guys. I don't care.
The basket did hurt Teddy's bum.
Yeah, I think we'll accept a more modern means of transportation this time.
Ah.
You guys are just running in, and it's a bit of an awkward silence. And but Officer Gregory's like, "So you're trying to take a bounty hunt now, eh, Reg?"
Hell yeah. $500. I need that, I need it. It's pretty much all the money I'm gonna have.
When was the last time I took confession from you?
When was the last time I took confession from someone else? When was the last time I had a church?
things have changed since that church closed down, and it's
definitely.
not for the better. I'm just saying.
Well, look at me. I'm a mess.
Yeah.
You're very self-aware.
You know it, little girl. You know it.
Does he think this is all a dream or something?
Pretty
It's like
much.
He's just like, who cares? I won't remember this next week.
Yeah. And Gregory is driving, but he looks in this rear window and he eyes Jake for a bit. And,
I kind of look back at him and
a suspicious kind of way. And
I'm just gonna kind of constantly look either out the window or back at the rearview mirror to catch his glance.
Yeah.
Just kinda-
Yeah. Officer Gregory's just so, what were you guys doing at Andrew's house?
Just asking a few questions. We are concerned citizens, you could say.
Don't worry about them, Chief. They're on the board. I trust them. You know, I'm with the Lord, so if I trust them, then anyone should trust them.
Wait,
What?
Wait, you're with the Lord? Did I hear that right?
Well, I am a priest.
I heard law.
It's been a while though.
Hey, he's never left me. He's just kind of just pumped me over here, and kind of left me alone for.
Just telling you to have another one, eh? Well.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta do what the Lord says. Do the Lord's work.
Remember, Jesus' blood is wine.
Exactly.
I was just gonna tell you guys this. I know you guys are trying to get your toes wet with all this, but just be careful. Don't go around at night. I don't want to see you guys looking around anywhere. Am I understood?
I understand.
Divine
Okay.
lurking.
If you give me $500 right now, I'll just stop.
Oh no!
Well, if you might have some information that we don't already know, then we'll see.
Yeah, that's right. You tell him, Jake.
Yeah, so far we haven't found anything useful. It seems like everyone's just been living their day-to-day lives and
I saw a
not paying
wife.
attention.
Everybody is a bit on edge, People are just trying to find a way to distract themselves from all of the things that have been happening in the last 10 years.
All of the things.
Well, people have been going missing for a while now. We started building a file. We started noticing some patterns.
Like the wife.
A lot of women go missing. I'll say that.
Women go missing and men turn up dead.
Yeah. What doesn't make sense is how their bodies end up. Doesn't make a damn sense.
Do they all turn up?
Well, we've had 3 that were absolutely ripped to shreds. And this is something that no man should be able to do. But, I think somebody's trying to, I think people have given up on the cops for a while now. We come in and do our thing, but, you have no idea how many families I've had to go up to and keep telling them that we haven't found anything.
You're
Really?
very open about your cases.
Oh. I'm just trying to get some, a little bit something off my chest, and, you guys, I want you guys to know about the danger, because I don't want any of you guys looking around and getting involved tonight.
Is that a threat or a warning?
It's a warning, but depending on how you take it, I guess. For you, it's a threat.
Ooh.
I'll be fine. Don't worry, Chief. I've always trusted you.
Yeah. Don't get into trouble, alright? You guys have arrived at the town now. Back at the lodge. Officer Gregory's just like, remember what I said? Reg?
Can someone help me with my bike? I don't think I can get it up myself.
I'll help him.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's pretty much late afternoon. You guys want to crash at the lodge, or where do you stay, Reginald?
Whatever corner seems less wet. Maybe a nice little cardboard box. It's all good.
So sad.
Oh man.
Hey, I don't have a church anymore. I have to sleep somewhere.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, they said they closed the church down. You could just break back in.
Shut up with your logic.
I was actually going to ask that. I was like, is there any reason they closed the church down, or Reginald would know?
Yeah, well, there was basically a smear campaign or a group of cult-like activity that became associated with the church.
Who?
Oh.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me.
But basically, back in the day, there were two heads of this church, and Reginald happened to be one of them, while the other, sort of just faded away into obscurity, but basically took the entire church with him, and they all left.
He was a weird son of a biscuit, that's for sure. I never trusted that guy.
Are you saying that Reginald did not fade away into obscurity?
He did in his own way, I guess.
Okay.
I'm still here
He faded
strong.
away into obscurity, but was also reminding everybody constantly that he was fading away into obscurity.
Ooh.
I'm like a bad smell that just doesn't go away.
Oh, just trying to imagine what smell. I'm thinking like whiskey breath and wet, moldy clothing.
Yeah.
Hit the nail on the head, my friend.
Gross.
All right, and
Not good.
so you guys get the bike off of the Officer Gregory's car, and he's just like, take care. And actually, I would like you guys to roll investigate a mystery.
Okay.
All of us.
Mm-hmm. Every single one of you.
Oh. Well, I got a 12, so...
Sweet.
I got an 11.
Sweet.
Whoa! We're awesome at this.
I got a 5.
I spoke too soon.
Well, it's classic Reginald, really.
You hear an officer talking about heading to a suspect's home later tonight. And the name of that person is Bobby Jenkins.
Is that the dude with the one who was doing business with Quentin?
Bobby's the guy who told you guys to go to Andrew's place, and he took
Oh.
you $50.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's the one who, okay, got it. The other one, basically.
Yeah.
Guy.
Yeah, so what you guys can gather is that the police are heading to his place tonight.
Sounds like we kind of got sent on a wild goose chase.
We can get our $50 back.
Well, my $50, but yeah, we could definitely do that.
What's yours is mine.
I don't think I like this. I don't think this is working out.
I like the sound of that.
All right, Reginald. I'm sure you pretty much know everybody in the town. You've slept on everybody's curbside, pretty much. So you know exactly where this place is. Yeah.
As much as I can do, but yes, I think I can get us there. So are we gonna hop on my bike, or are we just gonna walk there?
I would suggest we walk. I think we should probably, if we're going to go to a place where the police are probably about to investigate tonight, or raid, rather, we should probably stealthily make our way there before, any sort of action is
Stealth.
taken.
Stealth, I can do stealth. Let's do this.
Let's just walk on the street as normal people and not draw any eyes to us.
It's dead of the night now. Mist, I'm gonna need you to roll a weird check.
Nice.
The days leading to like a blood moon or eclipse, there's like a huge surge of mystical energies. So you have one hold now, but I'm going to need you to roll another weird.
I got... Oh, I have an 11.
Sweet. Cool. Yeah, so you have hold 1, so that's like another +1 bonus, basically.
Nice. I kind of forgot that I had the first one. But
So you have 2 now. 2 plus 1. So you can choose to give them to people, or you can just use them yourself when you make rolls.
Okay.
Cool. So are you guys trying to be... You guys are obviously trying to be more discreet, or are you guys trying to get there as quickly as possible?
Oh, I'm trying to be sneaky, but like, but like once, like get there quickly as possible, but like once within range of it, just then kind of like actually start sneaking around in bushes and stuff.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna need... Are you guys all doing that, or is Jake just going up ahead?
I'd probably be following Reginald.
Reginald is just...
Oh, right. I thought I was following Jake.
But no, you're the guy who knows where the house is.
Yeah.
Okay, right, fine. So I take the lead, but I'm doing that classic style sneak. So I'm just like...
He's basically just like Krunk from the Emperor's New Groove. Just
sweet.
Oh,
okay, I'm gonna need all of you guys to roll Act Under Pressure to stay as discreet as you guys can.
Oh, good.
oh.
I got a 5.
I got a 4.
I got a 3.
Now's the time.
Wow.
Now is the time where I'm gonna ask if you guys want to use your luck points or not.
You know...
It's up to you guys.
I am. I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay.
I'm basically gonna do that. So that's one.
Would
So-
a 5? Is it 5?
So you guys all mark experience points. Who is gonna use their luck points? So I know Jake is.
Is there any chance I could use my ability Oops to stumble across something important? But it could not be related to the immediate problem, but it could.
When that happens?
Yes, actually, you do. You see some tracks from a vehicle. The rims on these tires are a bit bigger, so it looks like it could have been from a truck, actually.
I kind of just see it, and then I'm just like, "Hey, Jake, what do you think about that?"
Oh, that's sneaky.
Oh yeah. So these are like tracks from like a truck. You say like just like a standard like.
Yeah, like a pickup truck.
Okay.
Got it.
About where are these tracks?
It's off the beaten path, so it is a truck, so it could definitely go off road. You guys are in a bit of a thicket, right? But there's still enough room for like a vehicle to. You guys slowly kind of realize that some of the brush is kind of pushed about and whatnot. Yeah. So, who's using their luck point to save themselves from that bad roll? I know Jake is. Are you doing that, Mist, or?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I think if we all do it, we might have to.
Yeah.
So do we all use a luck point, or just one person has to use a luck
You have
point?
to use it. You have to each use them to save your rolls.
It's all or nothing, guys.
It's all or nothing.
Then why the heck not? This is the first time we've had to be in a
First time.
situation like
First
this.
time.
Let's just do it.
Cool.
Nice.
You guys noticed that the cops aren't here yet, actually. It's surprisingly quiet out here.
This is still like early evening, or
Yeah, it's night. It's we're reaching towards night. Like the sun is already set. And you notice the tracks, and you decide to follow them. And you come upon the house.
okay.
I would like
just-
you guys to read a bad situation. So that's using your sharp modifier.
got a
I
6.
got a 3.
I got a 9.
3. Okay. So Reginald got a 3, so you get an experience point. What did you get, Jake?
I got a 6.
6. Okay, and what did you get, Mist?
9.
9? Okay. It's obviously way too quiet around here. But you also feel like a sort of energy from the far distance. It's like the sense of like impending doom, you could say.
I don't trust this quiet. Something's going to happen.
I think we should do what the creepy child says.
Not trust the quiet? I mean, yeah, I kind of already don't do that.
I didn't really say anything.
Well, whatever you said, it sounds way creepier than what I was thinking, so let's freaking just do what you said.
Yeah. You guys would like to proceed to the house, or?
Yeah. Yeah, carefully I want to kind of sneak my way up there to the house and, like, peek into a window.
Alright. So, you just very swiftly, you're like a fox, just swiftly trot and slink your way. It's like you become one with the shadows, you know. You've done this before. And you peek into the window, and you see him there. You see Bobby there, and he's just going about his normal night. He's just watching the TV, and he's got some microwave dinner, you know, and that's all he's doing. He hasn't seemed to have noticed you yet.
Okay. Other than what he's doing, is there anything, like, in the house that sticks out? Anything weird, or is it just...
You actually, you know, you being the sketchy-ass person that you are, you notice that... Yeah, no.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Based on, you know, the background and the things that, you know, you've done, you've caught an eye for certain things that don't seem like they seem out of place, or, you know, you notice that, like, one of the windows kind of, like, seemed to have been pried open.
On the one that I'm looking through, or?
No, the one right. So let's say you're at the front of the house. You're on the right side. The window to your left.
Okay.
Yeah, that's... So there's the front door's in between these windows. The window on the left seems like it was pried open. And they
Gotcha.
seem to, like, try and make it look like nothing had been, you know, tampered with.
Okay.
It's just Jake over there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you guys, Jake, do you want to relay anything to them, whether they should proceed or not?
Is that truck out there, or is it just the treads that lead up to it?
It's just the tires that lead up to there, and then they make their way around the house and leave. You do see some, like, not so much footprints, but you can tell by the grass that there's indentations and whatnot, about that someone probably made their way around the house and were sneaking around a bit.
Okay, so someone else has been here. But there's no vehicle, essentially.
No vehicle, yeah. No truck, at least. Yeah.
Alright, well then I'm gonna sneak back over to everyone and fill them in on what I see and what's around. And that I don't like that there is a dude up here way out in the woods with no vehicle, just kind of chilling out, but there's plenty of moving around.
Yeah. And, so, you guys are all cooped up in the bush, and then you guys see them in the distance. You see a police car. Just like, there's like three police cars. Kind of similar to, like, when, you guys first saw that murder of, Clinton down by the edge of the town. Yeah,
I have a bad feeling.
Let's just stay here and be quiet. Watch what happens.
What?
I said be
now,
quiet.
Okay. Sorry.
Then,
Sorry.
as Reginald says that,
Oh no!
Bobby perks his head up, and he starts looking around outside, and he opens the door and just stands waiting, and he seems a bit confused about what's going on. And out comes Officer Gregory and Officer Jacob, the rookie. They cuff him, pin him to the hood, and they grab a bunch of people to look through the house. I need you guys to roll. Act under pressure to stay hidden.
I got a 10.
Nice.
I got a 9.
Beautiful. All right. What did you get? Mist?
I got a 6. Children are
Ooh.
less able to act under pressure.
Yeah. So, Mist has obviously been quite distraught, you know. She's been sensing things that the 2 other party members haven't been able to sense. And she's like, now it's like kind of, she's shaking. She's like, it's coming. The cops come back out and they have a file, I guess, of evidence. I need one of you guys to roll sharp. Whoever has the
I'll do
best bonus for it, yeah.
I got a +2 to sharp, so.
Oh, me too.
Just one of us, or?
Thinking,
you.
Definitely not me.
Ooh, good. Ooh, yay! I got a 12 +2,
Ooh,
so that's 14,
nice.
right? Yep.
Yeah. Beautiful. So what you guys can gather from this is there are pieces of clothing that belong to, like, let's say something that like a 20-year-old like girl would wear, and there's like in the plastic bag there's photo ID of like at least 5 different women.
Oh. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I need you guys to all roll act under pressure. This is gonna like determine who gets to go first in this situation.
Okay.
Oh, good. I rolled awesome.
Alright, so. Alright, yep. I got a 11.
All right.
I got a 4.
Okay. And what about you, Mist?
Yeah, I got a 1.
Oh snap. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're marking experience points,
Yep.
and also Reginald marks an experience point. Alright, you guys will level up pretty soon.
I need it, that's for sure.
Yeah. They hear a distant growl or like a howl, something that's so foreign, so bizarre. They hear this strange howl echoing through the valley, and what steps and lunges forward is a large wolf-like man pounces on Bobby, rips him to shreds.
Oh.
He is just a pile of goop now at this point. The officers grab their guns and ready to fire, but they simply just can't react fast enough. 2 of the officers get taken out, and only Officer Gregory and Officer Jacob are outside right now, while the rest of the team are still inside. Now,
Oh, no.
Jake, you rolled the highest. What are you gonna do?
So, they were outside in the...
This is all happening outside. You guys are still hidden in the bushes.
Okay. Well, I kinda...
Would you like to go in for the attack, or would you like to stay hidden?
Honestly, I think I want to stay hidden, because at the same time, like... Would I know, like, anything about werewolves, or...
Let's see here. Your background, you are an avid monster hunter, right?
I'm the Flake.
Based on your history, you know very well that this is a werewolf, and you know exactly what its weakness is.
Okay. So yeah, I didn't prepare any silver bullets, so I think I'm just gonna try and stay hidden, but I'm gonna have my weapon at the ready just in case, like,
Yeah.
things go kind of sour for us.
Mm-hmm.
I can at least try anything to fend it off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stay hidden.
Now, Mist and Reginald rolled very low. There's like a 1. One of you guys rolled a critical 1, right?
That was me.
Yeah. This thing almost seems to smell the fear in the air.
Nice.
And
My bad, guy.
and it starts lunging in your guys' direction. It's coming your way. What do you do?
Being a priest, would I have some kind of cross on me, on like a silver cross maybe, or something like that, or is that Or is that too much? Is that just grasping too much?
You have your pendant on you, don't you?
Yeah, of course. Every
Yeah,
priest has a
but
pendant.
yeah.
Well, I've got my what could go wrong whenever you charge into independent danger without hedging your bets, hold 2. So maybe I could just grab my pendant and just fucking lunge at it. And just...
harm. Yeah. Okay. So you see that this large beast is lunging towards Mist, and you just put yourself in between this thing, and as it's lunging forward, you kind of put the pendant across where the end is like pointing out, and you lean forward. I need you to roll kick some ass, Mr. Reginald. So you'll be adding your tough modifier to that.
Great, I got a 6. That's with the +1 of my
That's with the
tough.
+1. Let's see here. I'd say you will inflict the harm, regardless. So like you, in this case, you're dealing two damage plus that, but you're still gonna receive damage yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fine.
Okay. Cool. This thing is going in for a bite. So you know, your blow connects into its lower rib. It howls in pain. But as it's howling, it rears back and lunges forward to bite you, dealing you 2 harm.
My body.
My poor fragile alcoholic body.
So does the werewolf get drunk? Off of it.
Is there a way to gain back those points or no?
Health points, yeah. So basically what you do is like you could use like a first aid kit or like just get some rest and stuff like that. But usually first aid kit will like heal back like 1 or 2. But yeah, basically if you want to get it to heal up, you'll have to have like a good night's rest and like somebody to actively take care of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Yeah, for sure. This beast still has its mouth locked into your shoulder, and it's momentarily distracted as it's biting into Reginald. What would you both like to do, Jake and Mist?
If I can, is there any way I can pop a shot off into it while it's locked on Jacob? Or not Jacob, Reginald? Yeah.
What are you choosing to fire with?
I want to use my 9mm.
9mm. Okay, cool. You're going to have to maneuver yourself in a way that you're gonna have to make sure that you don't hurt your friend.
Yeah.
You can take the shot now, but if you roll low, there's a chance that you will hit him. Or what you can do is roll an act under pressure and then a kick some ass.
Okay.
So if you choose to roll act under pressure to kind of move out of the way to get a better view, you might be able to do that. But let's say you roll bad, you might slip and fall prone. So you get the trade-off here, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna act under pressure first.
Okay, cool.
And there we go, 2 6s. All right, +1, so that's that'd be 13.
Sweet.
You're on top of it.
Hell yeah.
I'm not going to die.
Sweet.
Well, not yet. I haven't taken the shot yet.
I'm going to give you a forward for that, so that's going to be a +1 stat that you can apply to any one of your rolls. And now that you've, again, like, in this dexterous, like, fashion, you just roll, and as you come back up, you aim, cock your gun back, and fire. I want you to roll kick some ass.
Okay. 6, 7, 8. Wait, no, that's subtract 1, but I had that forward, so it would basically just be a 7.
All right, 7. Let's see. So I'm reading the rules. On a 7 or more, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. You take the shot, and you land it perfectly without hurting your friend. But
Hooray! Awesome.
But
There's a big button there. Hold on.
This wolf now, having reacted to being shot. So let's see, 9mm. That's 2 damage, right?
Mm-hmm. 2 harm.
Perfect. It swings back and basically in a reaction swings its arm at you. I need you to roll a act under pressure to evade the strike.
Okay. Act under pressure is cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's going to be 10.
10. Alright, sweet. You just so seamlessly slink out of there, and the werewolf slashes its hand into a tree, and its hand is stuck momentarily.
Ooh, that
Nice.
was badass.
Giving itself, it's basically in a vulnerable position. So, as for Mist, it's your turn now. What would you like to do?
So, I kind of want to do the the big whammy.
Oh, yeah.
So, I feel like I'm like high key panicking right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is more of a reaction than anything. But
Yeah.
well, okay, I guess let me see how I roll though. Do I just roll it like normal?
Yeah. So you, instead of rolling tough for kick some ass, you're using your weird modifier, which is
Okay.
probably higher. Yeah.
It definitely is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an 11.
Nice.
Woo.
So on a 10 plus roll, you choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, so you can take one forward or give a forward to somebody. If you decide to keep the
Ooh.
forward, you'd have 3. Or the
I
other,
won't.
the other effect is you inflict terrible harm, so it'd be another +1. So that would be 3. That would be 3 harm.
I kind of want to do that.
Additional harm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Okay, cool. So, would you like to describe how this happens?
So I'm watching Reginald get bitten, and then Jake shooting at it. I feel like I honestly just like am so overwhelmed that I want to like cover my ears and just scream really loud.
Mm-hmm.
And from that scream, it just like it's like almost an energy force just shooting out toward the werewolf.
Yeah, it's like a siren, I guess, in a
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. Yeah, it works, and the werewolf seems to be momentarily, like, even more disillusioned or stunned after your attack. And then you hear 3 gunshots from behind you. And it's Officer Gregory and Officer Jacob. They are open firing on this thing. And that's going to be dealing another 4 damage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Now this thing it's looking pretty hurt now. But after suffering those blows, it's going to have to. Let me see here. Yeah, the wolf basically uses all of its remaining energy to pull its hand out of the tree and basically make a beeline into the forest. As it's running away, do you guys want to try and intercept it? Or
I
are
was
you
about
just
to
going to let
ask
it go?
that.
Yeah.
I feel like we should go after it, right? Because it's been killing a bunch of people.
Does it look like I'm in any position to go after anything?
Yes.
Oh, okay then.
The police are like, you guys stay right here. We got this under control. And then Officer Gregory looks to you guys and says, we're going to need to have a little talk here.
I think you should probably talk to us after you've taken out that thing.
The rest of the team comes out. Now Forensic is on. And they're basically cleaning up another bloody crime scene. They have no idea. Most of these people, they've never seen a monster in their life. And Officer Gregory pulls you guys aside. And he says, I've seen what you guys did out there. We could use more people like you, actually.
So we're not in trouble.
No, you guys aren't. But you guys need to tell me everything about all this crazy shit that's happening. Do you guys seem to know what that thing was?
I might have an idea.
Any idea on how we can kill it?
Well, depends on how brushed up on your fairy tales you are. Silver would probably be the best trick.
In the meantime, I think we're close to wrapping up the case, though. Unfortunately, there's something else out there, though, too.
Something else.
Well, you know, I sort of wanted to believe that these disappearing people were kind of connected to these murders, but I was most certainly wrong about that. Unfortunately, that's the case, but I'm gonna have to take you guys back to, where are you guys staying at?
The lodge.
I'm staying with them.
You're always getting into some sort of trouble, aren't you, Reg?
Well, you stick a bill on the wall with
Okay,
$500.
well, okay.
You know I'm gonna be.
Yeah. He's saying this. He's saying this as like two officers are like grabbing their first aid kits and patching him up.
Is anyone going after the werewolf or no?
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to appoint a special team to go and look for it. That thing is long gone, though.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna have to call in a friend or something like that.
I have a friend that can kill werewolves.
I'll see if I can get a hold of him. This is a lot to process for me, like in one night. Closing one case, and now we got something else that we got to take care of. So, get some rest. We'll make sure you guys are all patched up, and then he gives you all some first aid kits.
Hooray!
Oh, good.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you're gonna be doing this kind of monster hunting thing, I think it's best that you guys have some of these on you. So he's gonna give some first aid kits.
Gotcha.
Cool.
You guys are all patched up and stuff like that. And Jake, you remember about the tire tracks in that truck.
Okay. I want to point that out. It's like, there's tire treads. Just kind of like pointing out to him that it's like, yeah, there's been some movement around here, and the footprints that were like skulking on the house.
That's so. You seem like an expert at this. I want you in there and to take a look around. So, you guys... Actually, Reginald's gonna stay behind because he needs to be stabilized.
While that's happening, I'm just like lying against a tree, and I just happen to have a flask, and I just pull it out, and I'm just nursing this flask.
Alright, so you guys step into the house of Bobby. I need you both to roll investigate a mystery.
Alright. Let me turn on my lamp here so I can see a little better.
I got a 9.
Alright.
I got a 7.
You notice that, again, that window that was pried open, and you see some boot footprints. And basically, what you find is another piece of ID that got stuck in between the windows.
Like just a piece of it, or?
A piece of ID. Another one that belongs to a missing person.
Okay. Just another like young girl's ID.
Yeah.
Someone was here.
That's for sure. Does it have like a name or a picture, or is it just?
Yeah, it's the victim's name is Ashley Burke. She's been missing for 2 years. But what you guys have been able to deduct is somebody came in here and planted this.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The window, which is cool.
You bring this up to Officer Gregory, and he's absolutely distraught. Wait, if that means that this evidence was planted here and an innocent man died here, that thing knows a bit more than we think it does.
Makes me wonder why it would come back just to attack him if it's going to plant evidence.
Might be somebody that's... I don't want to say that it is, but somebody who's able to get a hold of records or is in the force, possibly. I'm not entirely certain, but I think that thing is going after guilty men. The last 3 victims were offenders of sexual misconduct. This thing is enacting justice on its own.
Vigilante werewolf.
That's kind of scary.
Tomorrow's a full moon, ain't it? The blood moon?
Yes, it's a blood moon.
That's really concerning. It really is.
Are we all gonna die?
I'm hoping not. I would like that not to be the case. I'm gonna need to work with you guys on this, though. I'll give you all the resources I can.
Oh,
So you're saying... That's what we got so far. Yeah. What you're saying so far is that our suspects is someone who has access to records and
Or
knows...
at least knows a lot about the case.
Like a police officer.
Police officer, bounty hunter, could be anybody really, but
It could be you.
I don't think that's going to be possible. He was there when it was
I'm gonna have to pay a visit to somebody, actually, and I want you to come. I need you to visit somebody tomorrow. You remember Sammy?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he gave me a tip for that $500.
So he led you out here for $500.
Well, he told me about some suspicious information about somebody who always drove around in the truck around there. So
he knows everything.
this guy though, something seems to be off though. I say you guys investigate his place tomorrow.
We're supposed to meet with the other one also.
With my friend? Yeah, we're gonna need all the help that we can get. But I'd say we call it a night. Basically, I need you to go to Sammy's place tomorrow.
Okay.
Is this with a warrant, or is this on our own?
There isn't enough to pin a warrant on him, but we're gonna have to play a little dirty here.
I'm a police officer.
Yeah, you are. Let's we'll try our usual tactics then.
All right. Okay, we'll keep in touch then.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Reginald is he's kind of
having a good old time.
He's
He's
really
against
messed
the
up
tree.
on all that medication that he's got. But you guys,
Oh, good.
you guys all make it to the lodge and get a good night's rest. You guys had quite an encounter. Came relatively unscathed, except for Reginald.
Except for Reginald.
Except for
Hooray!
Reginald.
These amazing people in like shiny coats gave me this fabulous injection that just made me feel all better. So don't worry about it.
We don't have to share a bed, do we?
I can sleep on the floor.
Oh, good.
What do you mean? He's our guest. He gets this. He gets the bathtub.
Hell yeah! That's a 1-up from the floor, so I'm thinking that's a win.
This is great.
Yeah, so you guys call it a night. Tomorrow's the big day. You all have to find this person before the moon rises. Alright, quick break. I think we'll try and wrap this up in the next hour. Does that sound okay for you guys?
That's
Yeah,
perfectly
that's
fine.
perfect.
That sounds like a good title drop right there. Before the moon rises.
Ooh, that's the title, baby.
Nice.
We got it. Also, I just want to say that was sort of like a moment where you're watching a movie and they say the title of the movie in the actual movie itself. Everyone's gonna be like, "Whoa, that's the movie.
That's it. They said the thing. Ooh.
They said the thing."
Awesome.
Alright. So, you both slink away into sleep. Mist, as you drift off to sleep, you are visited by someone.
Ooh.
You recall back into your early childhood when you were about 3 years old. You had faced like a serious level of trauma and witnessed things that no child should have to see. You were somewhat adopted, or something had taken care of you instead of your parents. A sort of voice that gave you abilities to protect yourself, but it also comes at a cost. You hear this voice coming to you, and she's asking for something. She's asking for blood.
Uh-oh.
Do I get to talk
Yes.
to it?
You have till tomorrow night, or I will take my pay. I need you to roll and act under pressure.
Okay. That's a 4.
Okay. So, you know your hold that you had? You have 3, right?
I have 2.
You have 2? Okay, well, you've lost 1.
Okay.
Basically, this voice tells that you have to spill blood and satiate its hunger before it can go back to sleep. And with that, you wake up.
Can I do like the sit up and like gasp kind of thing?
Yeah. You wake up in a cold sweat.
Yeah.
Seemingly,
In the morning or during the night?
It's early morning.
Okay.
Early morning. And Jake springs open in shock of if he doesn't know what's going on, if somebody has broken into the house or into the room, but he sees you there in distress.
Hey, what's going on? You okay? Mist?
No, it's nothing. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Well, something happened. You are upset.
And then you look at her teddy bear. It's kind of like beaten up, but you notice that one of its arms now is just solid black, as if it's been charred.
Did you, burn yourself?
No, I didn't burn myself. I had a bad dream. It's okay.
Is she, hurt anywhere that I can see, or just...
No, she seems visibly shaken, though. You get a sense that there was a presence in the room, but it's no longer there, though.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of, look around, see if anything's disturbed. If, you know what I mean? Any evidence of anything?
Yeah.
See if I get that feeling.
Would you like to roll weird?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let me find... There it is. One of my dice is the same color as my keyboard, so it blended right in with one.
Nice.
6, and then let me see my weird stat. +1, so 7.
7. Okay. That just makes it. You recount another time like this as well. When this entity would always come to her in her sleep and ask for blood. And you look down on your arm and you see the cut that you had. And you kind of get that sense of dread that she's back. And that it's probably time that once this is all sorted out, it's time to move again.
Gotcha. My schedule is constantly changing, which is terrible. Hopefully I can get one that's stable, but...
Right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm gonna have to actually go now. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, that's fine.
I know.
That's my bad.
But I haven't, because it's
okay,
kind of like 11.
Before you do, can you roll one weird for me?
Yeah, sure. I got 11.
Nice.
Plus my +1 weird, so that's 12. Nice.
Okay, sweet. Awesome. Reginald is not going to be able to fight or do any of that stuff, but he is a priest, and this role is going to play something important later. But
because I was thinking that, as I'm a drunk, I kind of slept with you, slept in the same place with you guys, and you guys kind of can't just
hold up there, priest.
Yeah, I know that kind of got a bit weird. But you guys have tried to wake me and you've kicked me and stuff like that, and I just didn't get up. So you guys kind of continued on without me, and I'll just join you guys later or something like that.
That's fine.
Yeah. But honestly, thanks for joining us, though. I really appreciate it, though.
It's been freaking fun as hell, that's for sure. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, and it's been absolutely awesome.
Yeah. It's these kind of games, it's something that you need to have the whole day off for, but of course, you're in the UK, and you gotta...
I know.
Where you at.
It's 11:30 p.m. right now, so...
Wow.
Yeah. Do you got work in the early morning, or...?
No. It's just I've got other things to do, you know what I mean? I need to get away.
That's all good, man. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, continue without me and just say that you just couldn't wake me or something like that, and I'll just join in to the story later or something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool,
So you'll come back. You'll come back if you have time.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just crash through and be like, "Hey guys,
Nice.
did you miss me?"
Sounds like a plan.
Coming at
Awesome.
the most opportune of times.
On my bike.
During the fight, during the final boss fight, that's when he's
Yeah.
gonna come in.
I'll ride the bike into the monster.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Great, but it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will see you guys for the next one. Keep me up to date when you want to do it again.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, see you, man.
Peace out.
Alright, catch you later. Bye.
Alright.
Now we break to the morning. You get a knock on the door.
I'll be up and answer it.
Yeah. It's Officer Gregory, and standing behind him is a skinny, long-haired, nerdy-looking guy. He's kind of shriveled up like a prune. Seems a bit intimidated by your presence. And Officer Gregory's like, "This is Lucas. He's what they call a cryptozoologist." Lucas steps into the room and is like, "Yeah, nice. It's nice to meet you both. I can see your friend is also not in the best of shape. But I have something that's going to give you the edge on your next encounter." He reaches into his satchel and grabs these purple flowers. Would you guys like to roll sharp to know exactly what these are?
Sure.
Sure, I'm down.
Yeah.
Whoa! I got a 12, so 14.
Well, I got a
Sure.
4. Sharp, then B5.
She knows exactly what this is. It's wolfsbane. A very rare flower.
Ooh.
But it needs one final ingredient. You guys are going to have to perform a big magic spell on these flowers. So we have the ingredients here, and Reginald already got his weird roll, and you both need to roll weird now.
Let's do it.
What?
Okay, I know Joke just got another 12, so another 14, I guess.
Nice. How about you,
What?
Jake?
I got a 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Apparently, I got you.
yeah. No, the Reginald and Mist rolled very well on this big magic spell.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was
No.
just picturing something in my mind where it was like they're actually like putting their hand forward and casting the spell, and I'm just there with my hand out, but going.
It's like, I don't want to close my eyes right now.
Yeah.
I don't trust anyone here. Lucas steps forward and says, like, this is not an ordinary werewolf that we're talking about here. This thing was able to change at will. And usually they can only change during the full moon. But this one was conjured up using black magic and a curse.
Wait, are you saying it's like a voodoo werewolf?
So this kind of goes back to 10 years ago in the church. There used to be a lot of occult activity that used to happen.
Oh.
And certain followers used to get picked out or selected. In the midst of all this, do you know that there are other creatures out there like this? The flowers now have become this like pussy like liquid, and everybody just starts soaking the bullets in this. This is gonna be what you'll need to take this thing out. I unfortunately can't help you. I don't have those array of skills, but that's obviously what you guys do. So all I can do is wish you the best of luck. And Greg is like, "All right, you ready?"
I'll after getting everything coated and
Yeah.
loading my weapon again.
Yeah.
Well, as ready as I can be.
You all hop into the car, and you all start towards Sammy's place. And then something catches your guys' eye. There is a green truck parked in his junkyard.
That looks like the truck from earlier.
It could be the same truck we were looking for.
Would you guys like to go about this in a stealthy manner? Or,
Probably.
yeah.
I would
think-
say yes.
I would say that'd be the best way to go about
I'm
it.
gonna go with yes.
Yes, let's, I need you guys to roll and act under pressure.
Okay.
So that's going to be an 8 for me.
Alright.
Alright. As penance for the 2 12s that I just rolled in a row.
Yeah.
Wait, which one is this? This is cool, right? Oh, good. Yeah, that's a 2.
Okay. Mark experience points.
Yay.
Alright.
Oh, I only need one more.
Nice. Mist trips over herself, and a piece of junk just goes rolling down. But you both stop, and you all line yourself along the truck. And I need you guys to roll investigate a mystery.
All right.
I got a 9.
Let's
Beautiful.
get a mystery.
That is sharp.
It's going to be an 8.
Sweet. Alright, so you notice that there's a bit of the paint that's chipping off of it, and you realize that this is a red pickup truck.
Gotcha.
This is the same truck.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Can we look inside of it, or...?
Yeah, go ahead and take a look inside.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
pop the door open
I'm too
and
short.
glance around inside.
Yeah. You see the similar boot prints on the mat. Same ones that you saw that were at Bobby's house.
I'm gonna point that out to Officer
Yeah.
Greg.
And Officer Greg is like, alright, we can do this your guys' way, but I think we can stick this for the long game, and I'll need to get a warrant for this.
Well,
No,
that could take some time.
that could take some time, but we do have enough to link him to the crime scene. That's means for arrest.
Well, you possibly can't do anything, but you did say that we, would have a blind eye turned to us. At the very least, we could go in and see things around and
Yeah.
get a little more personal, concrete information.
Okay. I need you to roll manipulate someone.
All right.
Wow, our first manipulation.
And that is charm, so that's a 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
So close.
So close. The officer just looks back and says, I think we'll need to do this straight and narrow way. I really appreciate what you guys have done for the case, and I don't want you guys to get any more involved in it. I would obviously turn a blind eye, but I think if we do this the straight and narrow way, and that way I can close the book and tell all those families, just bring everything to a close. But as he says that, he hears a disturbance at the house. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and crouch down by the truck, but I'm still gonna see where I can still see the door.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna need you to roll, Jake, I need you to roll sharp for basically a perception check.
Okay.
While he does that, I need to let my dogs out real quick, so
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
6 sharp is +2, so 8.
Yeah. So you notice that there are 2 people in that house, and there's a scuffle going on.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kind of look at Officer, and then I'm just gonna kind of make my way up there to the house.
Yeah.
Little, kind of stealthy, but quickly.
Yeah. You see Andrew, and
Okay.
he's standing over Sammy,
Uh-oh.
and he's like, "You took everything away from me. And then Sammy's like, no, it wasn't just me, man. It wasn't me that did. And as he says that, Andrew slowly begins to morph. And begins shaping into a werewolf.
I want to take a shot at him. Would this be from ambush, technically?
Yep.
Alright. So let's kick some ass, right?
Yep.
Alright. Why? It's a 2!
Nice.
Would you like to use your luck points? Or?
I would. I need this moment.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, because this is like the badass moment. So
Yeah.
You can't fail this one, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, that's use my luck. So that's
an
gonna
automatic
be
success. That's a 12. Yeah.
and then +2, so that's 4 harm total.
Beautiful. Nice. And at this point, he is mid-transformation. So he has his human health stats.
Nice!
Yeah. And yeah, that did a serious blow. And like mid-transformation, he stumbles back down. And like his form is like trembling, just barely struggling to try and take hold. And then you look at his neck, and you see like a singe or a burn mark where the necklace used to be.
Oh, I gotcha. Like a bruise, more.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you remember that necklace that you found at the crime scene.
The dog tag thing?
Yeah.
Man, I'm just gonna break character real quick because
Yeah.
my dog tags, I got the cheap chain that like turned my neck green. So
Yeah.
so
Oh.
I'm a little upset. This dude gets a silver chain.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get sterling. Don't get sterling silver. Yeah. Get stainless.
But just around on that. Yeah. Okay. Jeez. So like, is he able to still talk, or I mean, I imagine by now he's noticed that I shot him in the back.
He's in critical condition now. He stumbles to the ground, and Sammy, seizing the opportunity, grabs a knife that he has hidden behind the couch and slowly rears back to go in for an attack on Andrew.
My dude got knives in the couch?
You don't?
He do. Oh, he do. At this moment, though, there's another shot that goes off, and it's Officer Gregory. Sammy falls to the floor,
Okay.
and
Oof.
they begin to handcuff Andrew. Andrew is absolutely furious. All you had to leave me was 5 more seconds. My wife would be at peace. And Officer Gregory is like, this isn't the way to do this. This isn't the right way. I know what you meant to do was right, but these people have to see justice. And in the last attempt, with all the rest of his energy, Andrew turns into a wolf.
Oh no!
Oh no.
And bites Officer Gregory's head off.
No! I want to take a shot at him then.
Yeah. Alright. Roll some kick some ass.
Oh my god.
6.
By the way, I'm gonna like wreck this dude in a second. Like,
I hope so. My attacks are not going very well right now.
Yeah,
no, I
6.
want to do some real psychological damage to
Yeah.
Are you just going to tell me he's not house trained and needs to leave?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. No, I want to mention his spirit wife.
So, on a 6 or lower, you get your ass kicked instead.
Oh no! Oh great, I'm the only one who's...
thing twists around and uses Officer Gregory's body as a shield, essentially. And comes in lunging towards you for an attack. I need you to roll Act Under Pressure.
This would be a good time for Distant to come back.
Act under pressure.
Distant, we
alright,
need you.
That's gonna be a 9.
9. Sweet. Okay, yeah, you dodge out of the way seamlessly, and this leaves the wolf kind of in a vulnerable position. Mist. You feel this
Nice.
like rage filling up inside of you. What do you do?
Am I allowed to use like the
Yep.
Okay, I want to do that.
All right. So you're gonna roll weird, right, for kick some ass.
Right.
Okay.
That is an 8 total.
8 total. All right. So you basically focus your energy into this shriek like siren again. But this is the second time this thing has come across this attack. It kind of for a second closes its ears and charges towards you and goes for a slash. You have dealt, let's see, that's 2 harm, right? Yeah. 2 harm. Okay, 2 harm to that. And it's gonna go in for a slash attack. With this attack, it's 2 damage, but with your armor class of 1, you get 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, as long as I don't die right away, like
Yeah, no, exactly.
my standards are low.
So this thing kind of shuts its ears for a bit and goes in for a slash, and dealing you 1 point of damage. Now, Sammy is seeing all of this and is gonna try and book it.
Oh, rude!
Yeah, he's gonna try and book it.
You watched a kid get attacked by a werewolf and is just
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm out.
He's like, I'm out. Like, yeah, this guy is guilty as shit. Yeah, he's gonna instantly turn around and run. And in that moment, Andrew redirects his attention towards Sammy and runs in for the attack. But he's turning his back towards both of you guys. What you guys can do, but
Okay.
I say you both roll kick some ass at this very moment.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'd probably
Somebody
best-
needs to pull out that shotgun.
Oh wow, I forgot. Right?
The teddy bear has a shotgun inside.
Yeah.
It really-
It's like a
that's
teddy
how-
bear sawed-off shotgun inside.
Nice. Good thing my tough is at 0 though, because I'm again a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 7.
All right, and this is since he's behind me. Hey, can I use one more of those luck points, please?
Yep.
So yeah, that was a very low roll, but with luck, that's automatic.
Yeah.
So 2 harm, and this is from behind, so that's gonna be 4 harm again.
So my shotgun does 3. I'm literally pulling out the shotgun.
All right. Yeah, this it's put a dent in this guy.
Maybe
And
with a shotgun.
yeah. And it just falls on top of Sammy and like and trips, not in a sexy kind of way, but no. He's literally pinning. Now he's pinning Sammy on top, and he's gonna go in for one more attack. He's almost like just ignoring you guys and just wants to accomplish that very one thing that he set out to do. If you choose to use your shotgun, Mist, you run the risk of killing the suspect.
The suspect
Would you
being
like-
Sammy, right?
Yeah. Would you like to use some bit more pinpointed?
I do, I think. But will that be my knife or the more magical stuff?
You can use your knife, or you can, because like there's no limitations really on like the big whammy. But if you do mess up a magic spell, then there's like
get
certain
backlash.
glitches. Yeah, there's certain glitches that happen to the spell essentially.
Kind of like the wild magic sorcerer.
Yeah. Okay, well I think I'll use the magic because
Yeah,
I don't
cool.
want to kill anybody.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you're gonna go for the big whammy. You want to roll weird for that?
So I couldn't find my dice. Okay, so I got a 11.
11.
Yeah. Well, I got a
Nice.
9, but then
Yeah, but 11 with that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you rolled 11. You gain an extra effect. Again, on a 10 plus, you gain advantage. You can use your forward, that's the +1. Or you inflict terrible harm, or...
Oh, right.
Yeah, so this is kind of like... Or you force them where you want them, or you suffer less harm.
Are we like trying to kill?
The werewolf, I would assume,
At
yes.
this point, yeah, you're actively trying to. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I guess I'll do the more harm part again.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's 3 harm. Oh snap! And for you, Mr. Jake, what would you like to do?
I definitely want to try and hit on my pistoli again.
Mm-hmm.
So-
we'll also kick some ass with that.
5. Yeah, that's gonna be a straight up 5 right there.
Okay. So in an attempt to try and like basically get the right shot on this guy without injuring the suspect, basically, you want to come in with with your bounty. You kind of lean over to the left to try and get a shot, but the wolf just swings its elbow into your face, and it deals
Rude.
2 damage.
Yeah, 2 rude damage.
2 rude damage.
Too
She's
rude
not-
damage.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So you're at 3 damage or 4 damage now, or
Let's see. I took. Yeah, that would be 4, right? If I just took
Yeah.
2 then, so yeah. So there we are. I am at 4.
Oh.
and you are
Oh.
unstable.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was a nasty. So this thing basically full force, just elbowed you essentially and hit you in the head, and your head is starting to bleed quite a bit now. But now is the time, if anything, to end it. This thing turns around and decides that it'd be better off to get rid of this noise and nuisance that's preventing it from doing what it wants.
Again,
Yeah.
rude.
Yeah. Turns around and lunges towards Mist for an attack. Mist, I need you to roll back under pressure.
Okay. And I dropped my dice on the floor. That would be a 5.
5. Okay. You want to use your luck point or no?
Yeah, Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Because
I don't wanna
I
die.
say luck points are kind of more, they're more, you have to be more careful with them in like 3-part campaigns and stuff like that, because those don't regenerate.
Yeah, but like
per
at this
sessions.
point,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll use one.
Yeah. So you kind of brace yourself for impact, but then you see a dark shadow kind of coming out of your body, this dark shadowy figure, and is pushing this thing back literally and throws it back, but as it does, it dissipates and you begin to cough out blood and you suffer 2 points of damage.
Ouch.
As this thing is reared back, it's standing up and it's at a perfect position where you can go in for a shot. So after that recoil, what would you like to do, Mist?
Can I shoot it?
Yep. You cock your shotgun back, aim to fire. It is, yeah,
So
you'll have to
funny.
roll kick some ass, so that's tough.
Okay. Ooh! I got an 11.
Nice. Okay, so you want to deal extra damage then?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So that's 4 harm. Oh snap. Yeah, this thing is it's bloodied now and it's just starts falling to its knees, and Jake, you seize the opportunity and lean in for a strike.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so 7.
Cool. Yeah, so which weapon are you going for?
No, I was just using the pistol again, still coated
Using
in
the pistol? Yeah, okay,
yeah.
cool. And that's 2 harm, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Again, with your last bit of energy, your consciousness is kind of like fading a little bit after being hit in the head. You do manage to hit it. It's almost there. It's literally almost at its point. But as you go in for the shot, your head is spinning at this moment, and you trip over, essentially. And you're making your wound actually a bit more... It's getting into critical. You'll receive 1 point of damage.
You cut out a little bit. You said it's getting into critical.
Yeah, you're on your way to getting the critical condition. Yeah,
Gotcha.
1 point of damage, because you're at 5 now, right?
Yep, I'm at 5 now.
Yeah. And now this thing, it's bloodied. It's getting to its point where its form is just starting to shrivel and become nothing more than a man. You have a choice. Do you want to just kill it and end it here? Or are you going to try and subdue this and call for backup?
We don't really have any backup. Our officer kind of got killed.
Yeah.
Is this a choice for both of us, or
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's for both of us,
for?
I'm in favor of just taking him
I
out.
was just I
Beautiful.
feel like because I have some health left.
Yeah. Beautiful. And you hear that voice again. That's
Oh, damn it!
calling for more blood. Now
Well?
I'll need you to roll an attack. I need you to roll an attack.
Okay.
Yeah. You can use your shotgun, or are you gonna use your...
Sure. Let's go with shotgun because that's 3 harm.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 10.
Dope.
I want to because I know he's dead, but I
Yeah.
really want to say this thing to the.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I guess I'm going because I'm also kind of hurt. So.
Yeah.
So before I go unconscious, I want to just be like,
It wasn't them that made her sad. It was you.
Boom! This thing's head just becomes a pile of mush, and it pours all over Sammy's body.
excellent.
And it's like a soupy mess.
Is Sammy dead or alive?
No, he is alive.
Oh,
He's
poor
very-
Sammy.
He is very much alive.
This
and
is his punishment.
yeah. And he is just too terrified to do anything.
You're
As
welcome.
your consciousness also starts to fade from the exhaustion, you see her again.
Oh!
And she's lending her hand out to something, and she goes into the light.
Aww.
At this point now, Jake is just kind of slumped over on the floor, and you see a police car that starts pulling in, and it's the rookie officer.
Yay!
We got a 501. I need an emergency here. I need an ambulance, and
Jake's just gonna pass out.
Oh man.
yeah. Now we've cut back to an infirmary. You both, now you're alongside Mr. Reginald.
Oh no, I died.
Yeah, Jake, you're aching pretty bad, but you wake up and you see your companions on hospital beds, and you have this feeling of relief that it's finally over. Mist slowly begins to open her eyes, and she looks at you.
You doing all right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I guess it could have been worse.
We could have definitely died.
Yeah.
You see the teddy bear, or the arm on her teddy bear. It's no longer charred.
I
I want to
so we
hug
might. Yeah. Let's say it looks like we might have to be moving on again soon, huh?
I think so. I don't think we have any other business here.
If it's working for us so far, I guess we just keep doing it, huh?
Yep, and we got criminals this time. I was a police officer.
Yeah, you were. And I'm just gonna give her a little fist bump.
Aww.
And we'll cut the session with that.
Yay! That was so cute!
I really love that.
That was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. That was so much fun, guys.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. No,
I've never played that before. Now I need to play it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, my like I said, like right after you had like suggested this like months back, the other group of friends
Yeah.
was like, "Hey guys, we just found this thing called Monster of the Week, and it's really fun." I was all like, "Oh, is this the new thing now?"
I think not.
Yeah.
To be fair, it is October.
It is.
No, that was fun. A lot of house rules and stuff like that, but no,
I mean,
it was fun.
That's every tabletop game, huh?
Every tabletop game, right?
Also, not as much as D&D.
Yeah, because it's the mechanics are like pretty simple and stuff like that, but with other different kind of mysteries, you'd be using more of like the manipulate someone and like charisma and stuff like that.
Right.
But like,
Oh yeah, I imagine there's a lot more to
It
it.
would be like subtypes.
yeah. But no, like I've been like writing ideas for stories, and then like I'm like, how about I just turn this into a Monster of the Week game?
That's so cool.
Yeah, so like this might not be the last of it. Like, and hopefully I get better and better as I keep playing. So yeah,
That's all you need is practice, man.
yeah. But no,
I'm excited.
oh man. All right, I'm gonna have to call it quits. But thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Yeah, dude.
I can't wait.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play another game. Your two characters are gonna be on the road again, and you'll have to
Yes.
you'll have to take the train at some point. So that might be a
Reginald's
hint.
trying to keep up on his bike.
Yeah, that might be a hint to what the next game might be. If you guys want to play the same characters, or...
I'm down to play this.
I do.
Play them.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we'll do that then at some point.
And we'll
I
wake
haven't-
Reginald up.
Yeah.
Just be like, we're leaving. The cleaning service is gonna come get you. Come on.
Yeah, no, I actually like I'll try and look into like working on another game, another one shot at some point for sure.
Yay.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
All right.
It would be.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, hey, thank you, man.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.
See ya.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Please leave your message